Raiders fans, buckle up. The Las Vegas Raiders have had a roller coaster season, but something exciting is brewing. After a challenging stretch marred by injuries and a massive losing streak, the team has pulled off 2 consecutive wins, sparking fresh hope among the Raider Nation. So, where do the Raiders stand now? Are they turning the corner, or is this just a fleeting moment of success? Stick around as we dive deep into their latest power rankings, Aiden O'Connell's performance, and what lies ahead for this gritty team. Don't forget, we're chasing our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and let's discuss. Do the Raiders have what it takes to end the season on a high note? Comment your thoughts below, and let's get started. Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the hottest and most intriguing updates about your favorite team, the Las Vegas Raiders. First, let's take a moment to appreciate you, the fans. You're the lifeblood of this channel, and together, we've built an amazing community of passionate Raiders supporters. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button to join us on this incredible journey. Let's aim for 2,000 subscribers and make this space even more vibrant. So, what's today's burning question? Where do the Raiders rank after back-to-back wins? And what does it mean for the team's future? Let's dive in. Setting the stage. A season of highs and lows. This season has been anything but easy for the Raiders. Starting with high expectations, the team was soon derailed by injuries, inconsistency, and a disheartening losing streak that left fans frustrated. But, as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. Over the past few weeks, the Raiders have shown resilience, pulling off 2 consecutive wins that have brought a glimmer of hope. Could this be the start of a turnaround? Let's explore what these victories mean in the grand scheme of things. Breaking down the power rankings. Vinny Iyer from the Sporting News recently released his weekly NFL power rankings, and the Raiders have climbed to the 23rd spot. While this isn't exactly top tier, it's a significant improvement from being labeled as one of the league's worst teams. The back-to-back wins have earned them respect, but can they sustain this momentum? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the 23rd ranking is fair, or should the Raiders be ranked higher? Aiden O'Connell, a glimpse of potential. Second-year quarterback Aiden O'Connell had a standout performance against the New Orleans Saints, completing 20 of 35 passes for 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. His nearly 98.0 passer rating and 89.3 quarterback rating are impressive, but opinions are divided. While some see him as a potential franchise QB, others remain skeptical due to the small sample size. What's your take on O'Connell's future? Is he the QB the Raiders need, or should they look elsewhere? Antonio Pierce and the team's resilience. Head coach Antonio Pierce deserves credit for keeping the team motivated through tough times. The recent wins have showcased not just talent, but also grit and determination. This Sunday, the Raiders face the Los Angeles Chargers, and while they're the underdogs, there's a real chance to end the season on a high note. A win could boost morale and set the tone for an intriguing offseason. What's your prediction for the game? Drop your score guesses in the comments. Building for the future. As the offseason looms, the Raiders face critical decisions. From strengthening the roster to finding a feature runner and top-tier wide receiver, the team has plenty of areas to address. Despite the challenges, the foundation is there. With the right moves, the Raiders could emerge as a serious contender next season. What off-season changes do you think the Raiders should prioritize? Let us know your ideas below. Raider Nation, the journey doesn't end here. The team's recent wins remind us of the spirit and fight that define this franchise. As we gear up for the final game and look ahead to the offseason, one thing is clear: the Raiders are a team to watch. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share with fellow fans. Let's hit that 2,000 subscriber milestone together. And don't forget to comment your thoughts. Where do you see the Raiders heading next? Stay tuned for more Raiders news, and as always, go Raiders! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into all things silver and black. Today, we're bringing you some jaw-dropping Raiders news that's sure to get you fired up. Imagine this: a season riddled with injuries, doubts, and challenges. Yet, the Las Vegas Raiders defense just delivered one of its most masterful performances of the year. That's right, defensive coordinator Pat Graham and his squad pulled off a defensive showcase against the Saints, leaving fans and analysts in awe. Did you know the Raiders now hold the third longest active sack streak in the NFL and are among the league leaders in turnover margin over the last 5 games? Incredible, isn't it? But how did this happen, especially with so many players sidelined? And what does this mean for the future of the Raiders? Stick around as we unpack all the details of this incredible turnaround. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and help us reach our next goal of 2K subscribers. Together, we can keep bringing you the best new Raiders updates. Comment below. Do you think this defense is the spark the Raiders need to reignite their journey? Let's get started. Introduction: the unexpected season. It's been a season full of twists and turns for the Las Vegas Raiders. Coming into the year, expectations were sky high. With a lineup filled with defensive talent, the silver and black looked poised to dominate. But as fate would have it, injuries struck and struck hard. The Raiders lost key players across every position group: safeties, linebackers, cornerbacks, and even their defensive ends. What started as a season of promise quickly turned into one of survival. The setbacks forced the team to rely heavily on their offense, which struggled to carry the load. As losses piled up, fans began to wonder if the season was lost. But here's the twist. Instead of crumbling, the Raiders' defense found its rhythm in the most unlikely circumstances. Under the guidance of defensive coordinator Pat Graham, a mix of veterans and inexperienced players stepped up to the challenge. And in their recent game against the Saints, they delivered their best performance yet: the defensive breakthrough. So, what makes this game against the Saints so special? Let's break it down. The Raiders' defense recorded 2 takeaways, both on interceptions, adding to their impressive total of 8 over the last 5 games. This achievement places them among the top defenses in the NFL during this stretch. Even more impressive, the silver and black have not committed a single turnover in the past 2 games, making them the only team in the league to achieve this feat. On third downs, the Saints were held to a dismal 10% conversion rate, the lowest allowed by the Raiders all season. The defense also held the Saints to just 269 total yards, including only 81 rushing yards. For the 7th time this season, they kept their opponents under 100 rushing yards, showcasing their ability to shut down ground attacks. It's a testament to the resilience and determination of this unit. Pat Graham's masterclass. At the heart of this resurgence is defensive coordinator Pat Graham. Despite facing a depleted roster, Graham has managed to get the best out of his players. His ability to adapt and craft game plans tailored to his available personnel has been nothing short of remarkable. He's turned unheralded players into key contributors, proving that coaching can make all the difference. Take the pass rush, for instance. The Raiders have now recorded a sack in 34 consecutive games, dating back to the 2022 season. This streak is the 3rd longest active run in the NFL and a testament to Graham's ability to consistently generate pressure. Whether it's through creative blitz packages or maximizing the talents of his defensive line, Graham has kept the Raiders competitive. Player highlights and team effort. Let's shine a spotlight on some of the unsung heroes of this defensive unit. Players like Nate Hobbs and Amick Robertson have stepped up in the secondary, making critical plays when the team needed them most. On the front line, Max Crosby continues to be a relentless force, anchoring a pass rush that refuses to quit. But this success isn't just about individual performances. It's about a collective effort. Every player on this defense has bought into the system, trusting Graham's vision and executing their roles to perfection. It's this teamwork that has allowed the Raiders to thrive despite the odds. Conclusion and call to action, CTA. What a journey it's been, Raiders Nation. From a season of uncertainty to a defensive masterclass, the Las Vegas Raiders have shown that resilience and determination can overcome even the toughest challenges. The Saints game was a perfect example of what this team is capable of when they come together. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you think this defensive turnaround is a sign of things to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, show your support by hitting that like button, sharing this video with fellow fans, and subscribing to our channel. Let's hit that 2K subscriber milestone and keep the Raiders news flowing. Remember, this is just the beginning. Stay tuned for our next video, where we'll explore what's next for the silver and black. the fan connection. Raiders Nation, this channel thrives because of you. Your comments, likes, and shares fuel our passion for bringing you the best content. In our last video, fans shared their excitement about the team's recent performances, and we couldn't agree more. Let's keep that energy going. Share your favorite defensive plays from this season and tell us how you're supporting the team as they push forward. Looking ahead, the Raiders have some big decisions to make in the offseason. Will they build around this newfound defensive momentum? What roster changes could we see? And how will Pat Graham continue to shape this team's identity? We'll be covering it all, so don't miss out. Subscribe now and join us as we explore the next chapter in the Raiders' journey. The best is yet to come. Raiders Nation,